Yeah, they really tried to knock me down, but they didn't knock me down. I've been through some ups and downs, but I still keep my smile. I'ma make my mama proud. I'm a king, I'ma rock my crown. They really tried to knock me.
Peace, life, and love. You're here with Brother Peace, here with another episode here on Peace TV. Still live here in Jamaica, where we cultivating these peaceful vibrations. I'm here with a good brother that I met along my journey. I'm going to let him introduce himself to my platform.
Hey family, my name is Kindred. Your name is Kindred. We are Kindred. Give thanks. It's good to meet you, and don't be surprised to encounter the resonance that you're vibrating. We're here, we exist. It's good to connect.
Give thanks, brother. Yes, it is good to connect and tap in here on Peace TV, here on my journey. I've been tapping into different pathways of peace, reflecting the vibration of peace. And I love to interview different people on their journey and getting their perspective of peace and how they tap into that vibration and to see what does peace look like to other souls and individuals here on my journey. I would like to see, what does peace look like to you, my brother Kindred, from your lens, from your soul? How do you see peace?
My brother, you know, I'd have to say that peace comes from truth for me. And, you know, the world tends to tell us that truth is relative. And so for those of us who have that belief system, we are prone to lots of dynamic shifts and changes that we are unable to control. But when we find grounding truths, for example, the truth that this, my brother, this right now is the only moment in existence, and you and I are sharing it together. We have the opportunity to be here right now. Like, there's simple things like all of our achievements can never surpass the achievement of any one cell in our body. The subconscious working, the inner workings of ourselves surpass our attempts to use our mind, our conscious mind, to achieve things and to grade ourselves and judge ourselves. And so this whole perception of going from nothing to something is a lie. Because we are divine by design.
We are divine by design.
Yes, I. And so peace I find in these foundational knowings that regardless of my emotion on a particular day, I know how I am. So instead of seeing you, my brother, this morning, I shouldn't ask you, how are you, Brother Peace? I should affirm to you, Brother Peace, in case you didn't remember, you're divine by design, my brother. Yeah, shine your light. You know, so that is how we need to start greeting each other, by affirming what we know each other to be, and good is just bad headed in the wrong direction, brother. You know, and a bad man is a good man's job. You know, so we're in a beautiful place and a beautiful mindset. Peace is also the placebo mindset, where instead of waiting on the doctor to give you that placebo pill that has really nothing in it, but has a proper name, and it helps you with your ailment because it activates the power of your self-healing capacity through the mind, we can also activate that by simply having placebo thinking, believing that what we are doing will help us. If we believe it will harm us, it will harm us more. So if you're going to consume something like a soda instead of water, don't put yourself into fight or flight mode by starting to say, oh my God, this is going to kill me, this is the devil, this is going to make me fat, this is going to restrict my, you know, all the things you ever heard about sugar, and you've lowered your immune system before you then consume this beverage, you're going to be much weaker and you're going to receive more deleterious effect than when I get that soda and say, but isn't there water in this soda? And I will bless up the water in this soda, I will take it and say, I love you, I'm grateful for you 3 times. And then I will know that my self-healing capacity is far beyond any toxin that is also involved in the water that makes it soda. And I will consume it, and I will not suffer in as much as someone who has lowered their self-healing capacity before consuming it. So it's a very simple concept, but one that must shift every single perception that we have in our lives. And if we can start with the simple ones, but then challenge ourselves to go to the most painful thing that has ever happened to us, or we perceive to possibly be able to happen to us, whether it be death, you know, whatever it is, and use the placebo perspective there. And if you have been able to do that, then it will be easy when someone drives poorly and cuts you off in traffic. You will see this as an opportunity to raise your vibration, to send a blessing to that person, to bless their generations, the person that they're trying to head to, hope that they're safe, and with no sarcasm, you know, really full appreciate this vibration, you know, with ones, whether or not they're aware of their divinity. The truth of the matter is that, you know, As we say, divine by design, my brother. Absolutely.
Divine by design, like you said, brother. And my brother touched on the power of the mind, the power of knowing,
Yes, sir.
being an alchemist, being a self healer, and transmuting. So we have all these abilities within us, but we have to remember it is vital for us to remind each other that we are all divine by design, as the brother said. So I appreciate the good brother Kindred touching on that, sharing some of his wisdom. And that's something I love here in the Rastafarian culture and community here at the Rastafari Indigenous village, that there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of peace, there's a lot of abundance of just good vibrations, and so much to learn and pick up within this environment that holds so much culture, you know. So I really want to give thanks to the brother Kindred. And yeah, brother Kindred, when did you get introduced to the Rastafari Indigenous village here in Jamaica, just to share with my brothers and sisters who aren't aware of this space that we're at?
Well, brother, I've been traveling across this island as a self-healer, sharing awareness of everyone's capacity to self-heal without medicine by cleaning their inner circulatory pathways from an ancient practice that I teach. And this has taken me to many spaces. It has had me been invited to be healer in residence at many spaces. I have visited them, and none of them has resonated with me in as much as this space. Rastafari Indigenous village that I came to about 8 months ago after meeting First Man in the Woods. As he says, he found me in the woods, but I was not lost. And so I was on this journey sharing, and I only connect with people who are serious about their own journeys. And, so people who will do the work for themselves, as I don't do treatments. I teach you the tools and the techniques that you can use to do this work for yourself. And so he met me there, and after trying for himself, he said to me, "What can I do to get you to come to the village?" I said, "What village?" He said, "Rastafari Indigenous village." And from that moment on, coming here, being a co-facilitator at plant medicine retreats, as this is the premier space for that kind of activity in Jamaica, and being exposed to indigenous shamans from around the world and different healing practices and different medicines, and this has expanded my journey in a tremendous way. This is a safe space. This is a refuge for travelers around the world, for solo female travelers as well, who end up in Airbnbs, guest houses, retreat centers, not all of whom have the best of intentions, as I have experienced across my journey, having to protect ones-on-ones who have been coming to Jamaica and traveling, having to call in advance when I hear they're going to a particular location and ensure they have a safe place to stay, because of the awareness that there are some places where predators exist, even in and amongst the culture. And so it is with great appreciation of that I stand here in this space called Rastafari Indigenous Village. I could not have planned it, and it is my humble honor to be here amongst luminaries like Brother Peace and others who come to this space and share energy and open up and be vulnerable and become one in harmony. And one lesson I have learned from First Man is that unity is a very difficult thing to achieve, from the perspective that we think that unity would be that I would have to see the world the exact way that you see it, Brother Peace, and you would have to see it the exact way that I do. And that's difficult to achieve, because we are different people, and so we have different astrology, different things to bring to the table, and so what we really need is music. And music doesn't just have that melody that we all want to sing along on that same melody, but it has harmony. And in that harmony is the oneness, all of the vibrations, the scintillations, Yes, so our life is music. If we stop for a moment and just listen. Not just to the drumming, all life is music, and when we chant and when we play our drums and when we make music, we are simply honoring the universal song, which we are all a part of. Every atom of us is vibrating. We just seem solid, but you are millions of organelles buzzing. If I was an amoeba or a microscopic animal looking at Brother Peace right now, I'd be seeing a whole cosmology happening. Yes, so let us keep aware of the divinity in our design, awaken our perception, see through things. Yes, I overstanding, inner standing. Give thanks, brother. Peace.
Give thanks, brother. It's my brother Kindred, a brother full of wisdom, a self-healer, and advocates for others to heal thyself. And yes, I love what they have going on here at the Rastafari Indigenous Village. And I've been receiving a lot of healing, a lot of activation, a lot of remembrance, a lot of inspiration, and just building better relationships with my brothers and sisters around the globe. Because I'm coming from Richmond, California. That's where I'm from. You know, born and raised in Richmond in the Bay Area. And it's my first time in Jamaica, so being able to embrace the Rastafari culture, being able to embrace Jamaica and learn some more of the history and the culture has been very eye-opening and has been definitely expanding me on my journey and my consciousness, my awareness on global issues, on the liberty out here. Because there are many different cultures that have different lifestyles and liberties and perspectives and spiritual practices. So I really resonate with the spiritual practices here at the Rasta Indigenous Village, and looking forward to continue building and cultivating peace and love and harmonious vibrations with my family. Lion. One love, brothers and sisters. Yes, I. Yeah. And we will keep raising these vibrations and pushing these positive, peaceful vibrations. One love. Stay tuned.